In a world where immigration shapes nations, some U.S. states have taken controversial steps, passing laws that create barriers for immigrants. While states can't outright ban immigrants from entering the U.S., they have found ways to tighten their grip on immigration enforcement. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 states where laws restrict the entry and rights of immigrants in 2024, and how these laws impact not only those seeking a new life in America but the nation as a whole. Before we dive deep, let's be clear: no state can completely ban immigrants. What we'll explore are states with policies that create significant challenges for immigrant communities, policies that shape experiences, limit opportunities, and test the boundaries of inclusion. Now let's move to the video. Number 10. California. Approach to immigration is well known due to its sanctuary laws. The California Values Act, AB 450, prohibits local agencies from using resources to investigate or arrest individuals based solely on immigration status. This limits cooperation with federal authorities, signaling California's commitment to protecting undocumented immigrants. In addition, the Trust Act, which is SB 54, prevents state and local law enforcement from detaining immigrants solely for their status, ensuring fewer deportations. While California offers protections, it is also the site of heated debates over sanctuary policies. Supporters argue that these laws safeguard immigrant communities, while critics claim they encourage illegal immigration. Immigrants in California are granted some of the most comprehensive rights in the nation, including access to education and healthcare, but must navigate a landscape of evolving laws. California's position as a sanctuary state has contributed to its large immigrant population. The state's laws have made it a top destination for those seeking refuge, but at the same time, it faces pushback from more conservative areas. Understanding California's complex immigration policies can help immigrants and their families secure the rights they deserve in the Golden State. As a haven for immigrants, California offers opportunities, but it also represents the ongoing tension between state and federal control over immigration. While the state's policies aim to support immigrants, it's clear that these laws will continue to spark controversy and discussion, both in California and across the country. Number 9. Colorado. They positioned themselves as a progressive state regarding immigrant rights. The Colorado Immigrant Protection Act ensures that local agencies do not ask about a person's immigration status or use it as a basis for detention. This reduces the chances of an undocumented immigrant being arrested purely for their status. Additionally, the New American Economy Act provides in-state tuition for undocumented students and creates task forces to support immigrant communities. The state's laws have resulted in Colorado becoming a refuge for many immigrants seeking a better life. However, these policies have sparked controversy, with critics arguing that they undermine federal immigration laws. Those who support Colorado's laws contend that they offer necessary protections to vulnerable populations and encourage community integration. For immigrants, Colorado presents a balance between protection and challenge. While the state offers opportunities like in-state tuition, those seeking to settle in Colorado must be aware of the complex interaction between state and federal immigration policies. The state's stance on immigration provides both security and uncertainty, as legal challenges to sanctuary laws continue to evolve. Colorado remains a key player in the national debate on immigration, with its laws setting an example for other states. The state's sanctuary status has allowed immigrants to thrive, but it also places it at the center of the immigration policy discussion, especially as the federal government seeks to enforce stricter immigration laws. Number 8. Illinois. One of the most immigrant-friendly states in the U.S., largely due to its Trust and Safety Act. This law limits cooperation with federal immigration enforcement, ensuring that local authorities are not used to detain individuals based on their immigration status. The Illinois DREAM Act further supports undocumented individuals by providing in-state tuition to undocumented students, allowing them access to education. While Illinois has made strides to protect immigrant communities, its laws have not been without controversy. Critics argue that these protections may make it more difficult to control illegal immigration and prevent criminal activities. However, the state's leadership has consistently defended its sanctuary policies as vital for ensuring that all residents, regardless of immigration status, can contribute to the community. The state's sanctuary status creates a welcoming environment for immigrants seeking to build their future. But like other sanctuary states, Illinois faces ongoing legal challenges. The tension between state-level protections and federal immigration enforcement continues to shape Illinois' role in the larger immigration debate. For immigrants looking to make Illinois their home, it offers many benefits, including educational opportunities and legal protections. However, understanding the political landscape and how sanctuary laws interact with federal policies will be crucial for anyone seeking to settle in the state. Number 7. Massachusetts, known for its liberal policies, has also implemented strong sanctuary laws. The Trust Act prevents local law enforcement from cooperating with federal immigration authorities, ensuring that individuals are not detained solely for their immigration status. In addition, the Safe Communities Act prohibits agencies from inquiring about immigration status, further protecting immigrants from deportation. Despite the state's positive approach towards immigrants, Massachusetts has faced backlash from those who believe that such policies hinder effective immigration enforcement. Critics argue that sanctuary laws lead to a lack of accountability for individuals who may be involved in criminal activities. Still, the state's sanctuary status remains a point of pride for many residents, as it reflects a commitment to supporting immigrant communities. Massachusetts stands as a leader in protecting immigrants' rights, particularly in education. The Safe Communities Act and other laws allow undocumented individuals to integrate into the state's workforce and society without fear of constant deportation. For immigrants, Massachusetts offers stability and legal support, even in the face of national immigration debates. However, the state's approach to immigration will continue to be a source of conflict, with calls for stricter enforcement from opposing groups. For those seeking a better life in Massachusetts, it is crucial to understand both the protections available and the ongoing debates surrounding sanctuary laws. Number 6. New Jersey. Stance on immigration is clear here, as it has adopted the Trust Act, limiting local authorities' cooperation with federal immigration agents. This law ensures that immigrants are not detained or questioned solely about their status. Additionally, the New Jersey DREAM Act allows undocumented students to access in-state tuition, offering them a chance to pursue higher education. New Jersey is often seen as a sanctuary for immigrants, with policies aimed at protecting their rights. However, the state's sanctuary status has sparked debates over whether it encourages illegal immigration and creates a safe haven for those who may pose a security risk. Still, proponents argue that the laws are designed to keep families together and help individuals contribute to society. For immigrants entering New Jersey, understanding the state's sanctuary laws is crucial. The state's policies aim to provide educational and social opportunities for undocumented residents, but the complex relationship between state and federal law means that immigrants must stay informed about changes to policies and enforcement practices. New Jersey's role in the immigration debate reflects the broader national discussion about how to balance humanitarian protections with security concerns. For immigrants, it offers a blend of opportunity and challenge, as legal battles continue over sanctuary policies. Number 5. New Mexico, some of the most progressive immigration policies in the nation. The New Mexico DREAM Act provides in-state tuition to undocumented students, opening doors to higher education. The New Mexico SAFE Act limits local law enforcement's role in enforcing federal immigration laws, ensuring that immigrants are not detained solely for their status. However, New Mexico's sanctuary policies have not been universally accepted. Critics argue that by limiting cooperation with federal authorities, the state creates a loophole that allows criminal activity to go unchecked. Still, New Mexico's laws aim to support immigrant communities and reduce the fear of deportation, which can allow undocumented individuals to live and work without constant worry. For immigrants looking to make a life in New Mexico, the state's sanctuary laws provide some peace of mind. The focus on education and community integration allows immigrants to thrive, despite the challenges they may face at the federal level. However, ongoing legal challenges to sanctuary laws continue to shape the state's immigration policies. New Mexico remains at the forefront of the immigration debate, balancing protection for immigrants with the pressure from the federal government to enforce immigration laws more strictly. As this tension continues, New Mexico will likely remain a key player in the evolving conversation on immigration. Number 4. New York. They have long been a sanctuary state for immigrants, offering some of the most robust protections in the U.S. The New York DREAM Act ensures that undocumented students have access to in-state tuition and financial aid, paving the way for higher education. Moreover, New York has laws in place that prevent local authorities from assisting federal immigration officials in detaining immigrants solely based on their status. Despite New York's welcoming stance, its sanctuary laws have attracted criticism from those who believe they contribute to illegal immigration. Critics argue that such policies make it easier for immigrants to stay in the U.S. without fear of deportation, even if they have criminal backgrounds. Nevertheless, the state's policies are designed to support immigrant families and ensure that they can live and work in peace. New York's role as a sanctuary state makes it a prime destination for immigrants seeking to build a new life. With its laws providing access to education and protection from deportation, the state offers a stable environment for those fleeing hardship. However, the tension between federal enforcement and state protections continues to create uncertainty. For immigrants entering the U.S., New York remains one of the most important states to understand. Its policies reflect the broader debate about how immigration should be handled at the state level and how states can protect their communities. While respecting federal laws, Number 3 Texas plays a complex role in the immigration debate, blending strict enforcement with significant immigrant populations contributing to its economy. The state's SB 4 law, often called the Anti-Sanctuary City law, allows law enforcement to question individuals about their immigration status during routine interactions, leading to increased scrutiny for immigrant communities. Critics argue that such policies create a climate of fear, deterring immigrants from reporting crimes or accessing essential services. Despite its tough stance on immigration enforcement, Texas benefits greatly from its immigrant workforce, particularly in industries like agriculture, construction, and technology. Supporters of strict policies believe they are essential for maintaining border security and reducing illegal immigration, while opponents highlight the economic and social contributions of immigrants to the state. For immigrants in Texas, understanding the state's laws and enforcement priorities is critical. Texas remains a focal point in the national immigration discussion, balancing economic reliance on immigrants with policies that prioritize enforcement and border control. The state's approach highlights the complexities of immigration policies in a politically and economically significant region. Number 2 Washington, consistently been at the forefront of defending immigrant rights, enacting laws designed to protect undocumented individuals from deportation. The Washington State Dream Act allows undocumented students to qualify for in-state tuition, making higher education more accessible for those without legal status. Moreover, the Washington Secure Communities Act limits local law enforcement's cooperation with federal immigration authorities, ensuring that individuals are not detained or deported solely based on their immigration status. Washington's sanctuary laws have sparked debates about their effectiveness in securing the safety and well-being of residents, particularly in light of federal policies that seek to ramp up enforcement. Supporters argue that these laws help create a more inclusive society, where immigrants can live without fear of being separated from their families or deported for minor offenses. However, critics claim that such policies could potentially make it harder to address illegal immigration and ensure national security. For immigrants, Washington offers a supportive environment, with opportunities to access education, healthcare, and legal protections that make it easier to live and work in the state. The ongoing debate about sanctuary laws in Washington reflects the broader struggle between state sovereignty and federal authority, with the state's progressive policies often at odds with national immigration strategies. As Washington continues to advocate for immigrant rights, the state remains a critical battleground in the national conversation about the role of sanctuary laws. The future of Washington's immigration policies will likely depend on how local laws evolve in response to federal changes. Number 1 Oregon stands out as one of the most immigrant-friendly states in the U.S., with comprehensive sanctuary laws aimed at protecting undocumented residents. The Oregon Sanctuary State Act prohibits state and local agencies from using resources to enforce federal immigration laws, ensuring that undocumented individuals are not detained or arrested simply due to their immigration status. Additionally, the Oregon Dream Act provides in-state tuition for undocumented students, allowing them to pursue higher education without fear of deportation. Despite its progressive stance, Oregon's sanctuary laws are not without controversy. Critics argue that these policies could encourage illegal immigration and strain state resources, especially in areas like education and healthcare. However, supporters contend that the state's laws are essential for creating an inclusive society where all individuals can live without the fear of being deported and separated from their families. For immigrants, Oregon offers a safe and supportive environment, with access to education, healthcare, and community resources. However, as with other sanctuary states, immigrants must stay informed about any potential changes to the laws that could impact their legal status or rights. The political climate surrounding sanctuary policies continues to evolve, and Oregon will undoubtedly remain a key player in the ongoing debate. Oregon's sanctuary laws reflect the state's commitment to immigrant rights and its broader progressive agenda. As federal immigration enforcement continues to shift, Oregon's role in defending immigrant protections will be pivotal in shaping the future of immigration policy in the U.S. While no state can outright ban immigrants from entering the U.S., many have enacted laws that limit cooperation with federal immigration authorities. These sanctuary laws have become a major point of contention in the national debate over immigration policy, with states like California, Colorado, and New York leading the charge for immigrant rights. Whether these laws protect immigrant communities or create unintended consequences is a question that remains to be answered. However, for immigrants seeking a future in America, understanding each state's unique approach to immigration is crucial.